So here's a question, is the E46 M3 a modern classic, or are we simply trying to make ourselves feel better for not being able to afford an E30 M3? Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert, it's probably both.
Here we are with my E46 M3, wondering if history will repeat itself. Will these become stupidly expensive in the next 10 years? Well, maybe. Because realistically, the E30 feels like the breakup that we will never get over.
Do you want to see how fast my new shoes are?
So let's talk about the E30 M3 first. Back in the day, they were the perfect mix of performance and 80s boxy goodness, but now, forget it. Unless you've got a spare kidney to sell or Jeff Bezos on speed dial, it's not happening. I remember when you could pick up one for the price of a mid-range holiday to Spain. Now they're worth more than your house, and probably better built too.
It's the year 2000. Tony Blair's Prime Minister, social media is not a thing, and we're all battling for top score and Snake on our 3310s. But most important of all, the E46 M3 is born.
The E46 is popular for a reason though. When it came out in the late 90s, it hit that sweet spot. Perfect size, proper rear wheel drive, and an inline 6 engine that made noises so good that it would make your ma cry.
It also looked good, annoyingly good, and it still does. BMW nailed that early 2000s design, but that's before they started slapping buck teeth in the front of all of the cars.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
But it wasn't just about the looks. People loved the E46 because it drove like an absolute dream. Let's take a moment and be completely honest. It is in no way as good as an E92 M3. It is f***ing shit in every way. It was the car your dad wanted, it was the car your uncle wanted, and let's be honest, it was the car you wanted. F*** off, fuck your arsehole. F***ing E46, shit, pish. Whether it was the whether it was the humble 320D or the fire-breathing M3, the E46 just worked.
Let's not get carried away, because in fact the E46 has some pretty major flaws.
Subframe issues. If you don't know about this, you either don't own an E46 M3 or you're in denial. Basically, the rear end likes to rip itself apart if you get a wee bit too excited with the throttle.
And the cooling system in these is shite. Plastic internals, really BMW?
The E46 rusts like it has a death wish. Check under the arches, the sills and the boot floor. If it's metal, it's probably going to be rusted. The early 2000s, buttons that don't work for no reason, lights on the dash, but hey, it keeps you guessing.
The Vanos system, also more commonly known as the Knockenwell-Struckenbrücken. Fuck's sake. Knockenwell-Struckenbrücken system. Knockenwell-Struckenbrücken. Knockenwell-Struckenbrücken. Knockenwell-Struckenbrücken system. Knockenwell-Strucken exhaust system. Basically, it's just a fucking system that controls the intake and out fucking exhausts.
So yeah, it has its issues, but don't all classics. I mean, that's half the fun. Fixing it, swearing at it, and pretending you're enjoying it while all your friends laugh at you. What makes the E46 M3 special though, is that even with its flaws, it's still brilliant to drive. The steering is perfectly weighted, the chassis balance is chef's kiss, and the engine... that engine. Whether you've got a silky smooth 330i or the absolute weapon that is the S54 in the M3, it's just magic. Even the diesels are decent, don't at me. And the best part is, you can still pick these up for reasonable money. For now, this is your warning. Because in a few years, we are all going to be sat in overpriced coffee shops talking about how we should have bought an E46 M3. Sound familiar? So, is the E46 a modern classic? Definitely. It's got the looks, the performance, and the nostalgia factor. Sure, it's not perfect, but if you wanted perfect, you'd buy an IS200.
Simon will still try and tell you that an E92 is better, but he's also reasonably disabled. E92s are not better. Dick cock transmission pish. Pedestrians! That's the other thing about an E46 M3. I just gave it a bit of beans there past some pedestrians. They didn't shout or gurn or go, "Fuck them, what you doing?" Gave me a thumbs up. He loved it. Brakes are good. Brakes are good. Apart from on the coast run, they get very warm and they start to fade. But my spirit doesn't fade. You just fucking keep her lit. Trying to keep up with the men in their £100,000 cars. I didn't pay £100,000 for this. No! That wee sweet spot at 60 mile an hour, but drop around the third. It's fucking brilliant. What do you see? What? Revs out to 8,000-ish. We're sitting at 30 miles per hour. It was really at the top of its game, and to be honest, I still think it is. As much as I love this car, is it as fast as Mark 720? No, not even in the same ballpark. That's like comparing myself to Usain Bolt. One's black, refined, and fast as fuck. The other's yellow, getting on the ears, but still able to scare the shit out of you. Does it handle as well as Simon's GT3? No, definitely not. Ask my heart rate monitor after our morning coast runs. But do I care? No. Because it's one of those cars, whether you're chasing the men in their supercars or on a casual Sunday cruise with the wife, it makes you smile. And for me, that's what a car is meant to do. Here, another treat. Do you hear the horn? It's like a gay man farting. Class.